The village board in Kewaskum is moving ahead with disciplinary charges against the police chief and a lieutenant there. The board says an independent investigation found that Chief Thomas Bishop and Lieutenant Brian Frank failed to follow established hiring procedures and that their handling of an officer's hiring amounted to negligence. The officer previously worked for a Juneau County agency where he was disciplined and ultimately fired after allegations in the early 2000s. The village says that history was not disclosed on his application in Kewaskum. The officer is on paid administrative leave, and the case now goes to the Village Police and Fire Commission, which will decide what discipline, if any, comes next.